I think the most rewarding part of this project for us is that the house itself is really a unique response to the client, the brief and the site. I don't think we'll do a project like it again, and I don't think there will be any other projects that look like the compound house. We're located in Brighton, 2 streets back from Port Phillip Bay, which is a bayside town of Melbourne, on the lands of the Boon Wurrung people. The original brief was really to celebrate, I guess, the industry of which the client had come from, the steel industry, and to build a house out of utilitarian pieces. When we first came to Brighton, we started noticing these large 2.5 metre high fences that give you little connection from the neighbourhood to the properties. So the first thing we really wanted to do was to reverse that as an idea and to embrace the streetscape. The whole property steps back from the street and sort of gifts the neighbourhood this new grassland or parkland. Because the block is so narrow, there's no real front yard or backyard, and the whole floor plan really becomes a big exterior courtyard. So there's this sinking down of the house into its landscape, and the effect of that becomes this kind of retaining wall that wraps around the property, this kind of compounding effect, so hence the name of the project, the Compound House. By creating this retaining wall, we're able to control the exterior and begin to bring it inside. The living spaces all exist on that ground floor so that you can open up to the outdoor areas. There's 2 ways to enter the building. One on foot through a long passageway. It takes you to the front door. And the second entry is via the driveway. The client has an amazing car collection and a real passion for collecting. We wanted to celebrate that entrance, so the front garage door has the same scissor action as one of the cars, the Countach, trying to emulate that door mechanism. There's 4 cars that can be parked on the ground floor and then 2 that get lowered into the basement underneath. That basement is really designed to be almost like a bat cave, so a moment to appreciate these incredible machines, but also a place to go and be completely soundproofed. Each construction gets expressed in its materials, so the concrete is left raw. That becomes really a datum and a base for us then to sit the upper floor on. So you get these 6 trusses that begin to break the 2 volumes apart, allowing a highlight window to stretch all the way around the perimeter of the project. And then above that, the upper level is all lightweight, and it's placed so it cantilevers over the swimming pool to give the building a real sense of lightness, like it's just been placed on site. The spaces upstairs are attempting to contrast the spaces below, so brightness is embraced. It's all clad in timber, there's a softness to it. The bathrooms are all expressed in these finger tiles, and it's sort of an obsession of ours where we try not to create any corners, so you get these curved walls that sweep throughout the space so that they're easier to clean. The real challenge was to get natural light into those spaces without overlooking onto the neighbouring property. And so we developed this screen that wraps around the east, north and west of the building. The screen is composed of strands of copper. We were trying to create something that looked organic and it didn't look commercial. So you get this movement through the copper by varying the height of the prongs that hold it to give you even more shadow play and different lighting qualities of those upper levels. It's been 6.5 years since we finished the project, and I guess what we're most fond of with this house is the freedom for it to be itself and really trying to embrace an industrial language.
This video is brought to you by 10, our debut hardcover book celebrating 10 issues of the local project. 10 unites the very best projects from the first 10 issues of the publication into a beautiful single volume. With over 400 pages of architecture and design from both leading and emerging creatives, the hardcover book takes readers on a curated and meditative journey. The premium paper stock of the book means 10 is an enduring addition to a coffee table or library to be enjoyed for years to come. With worldwide delivery available, have 10 delivered directly to your door. Head to the link in the video description to purchase your copy now and use the code BOOK5 at checkout for a 5% discount.